It's that time of year again. Black Friday is right around the corner. And if you're an AFOL like me, you know what that means. It's last call for some of the biggest and best Lego sets before they disappear forever. We're talking castles, skyscrapers, spaceships, and yes, even the magical back alley where wizards shop for school supplies. Today is my final reminder of some of the headline sets officially retiring at the end of 2025. Some of these are already sold out in some places, others might get juicy discounts. And really what we're aiming for with this video is to put together a manageable list of the retiring sets you might regret not grabbing while you had the chance. I'm not covering every single retiring set in this video. I'll link below to a video where I did exactly that a few months ago. This video is about highlighting the ones I think are most likely to shoot up in price once they retire. Not because I want you all to go out and buy 5 and stick them on eBay, but to protect you against having to pay those eBay prices yourselves. So please, don't take this video as investment or financial advice. I don't want anyone crying in the comments in a year because the set I told them to invest in hasn't doubled in price yet. That's not what this video is. This is a checklist of sets that you could end up kicking yourself for missing out on if you wanted to build them yourself. And if you do end up picking up any of these sets, using my Lego affiliate link at the top of the description really helps the channel out. It costs you nothing extra, but it does help keep the content coming. Now let's jump in. And we're going to start strong with the sets that, in my totally biased but also objectively correct opinion, are absolute must-buys before they retire. Starting with the Lion Knight's Castle. 4,500 plus pieces of pure medieval glory. This one dropped for Lego's 90th anniversary and it's honestly one of the best castle sets Lego have ever made. It's big, it's beautiful, it's packed with minifigures and it's waving its little red flag goodbye at the end of the year. Don't count on any discounts for this set, but do count on it becoming one of those I should have bought it sets that you see in all of my convention videos. And then we've got Diagon Alley. This massive Harry Potter set's already selling out across regions and is already sold out completely on lego.com in the UK. But there is still an outside chance you might find it in a physical store, or the even less likely prospect of one last restock on the website. So if you do find it, grab it immediately. I bought it earlier this year and it is a great set. 4 detailed modular style shops, albeit with open backs, over 5,500 pieces and pure Wizarding World nostalgia. It's been around since 2020, so it's had a good run, but it's going now and I expect to see it selling for mega pennies at conventions early next year onwards. Then we've got the Daily Bugle, a towering love letter to Spider-Man and his very chaotic social circle. Over 3,700 pieces, 25 minifigures, including Daredevil and Punisher, neither of which we see very often. And it's another one that's already out of stock in some regions, including on lego.com in the UK. Unlike Diagon Alley, though, this one is available in other retailers too. And at the time of recording, it is still in stock in my local Smith's Toys in Leicester, although it is sold out online. And it's in stock for now on the Disney Store website too. I don't expect to see it come back into stock, so if it's on your list, I wouldn't be waiting for a Black Friday sale. I'd be hunting for anywhere that still has one and buying it immediately. Lego are replacing it with a smaller Daily Bugle next year, but it's just not the same. So if you want the big modular skyscraper version, don't wait. It's one of my favourite sets in my collection, and this really is your absolute last chance to buy it now. Modular fans, you know the drill. Boutique Hotel and Jazz Club are both retiring at the end of this year. They are the next on the chopping block. The Boutique Hotel is one of the most unique shapes of any modular. The Jazz Club is just full of personality. They're both great. And ultimately, if you want a complete modular street, these are ones that you need to grab before they retire. They've been discounted on and off at John Lewis all year, but have now gone back up to full price again. And I would be surprised if they went on sale again now. John Lewis tend not to put stuff on sale at the same time as everybody else. So if you've been holding off, you're probably now looking at buying these for full price with that Lego Insiders weekend. Looking pretty tempting, I would suggest, for the double points. The medieval town square is great. It is the spiritual companion to the Lion Knight's castle, and it's loaded with nostalgia and detail. Think Black Falcons, Tudor-style buildings, and old-school references galore. If you're a castle fan or missing out on the original Market Village from back in the day, this is one of the most charming sets that is retiring this year. Plus, it looks really amazing next to the big Lion Knight's castle. Lego have already put this on a 20% discount earlier this year, and it sold out almost immediately, but it is now back in stock and back at full price. And I would suggest it's a fairly good bet for an Insider's Day discount, so that might be your moment. Batman, the animated series Gotham City Skyline, was one of my favourite sets to release last year, and it now lives on my office wall under my massive Batwing set. It's an enormous 4,200 piece display set inspired by my Batman, the 90s animated series version of Batman. The aesthetic is spot on, and it also includes some great minifigures in a very unique layout. If you love Gotham or just want a one-of-a-kind display for your shelf or your wall, grab this before it vanishes into the shadows. Because remember, Batman sets and Batman fans are weird. Nobody seems to care about the sets when they're on store shelves. Then the moment they retire, they double in price at conventions. Think the Batcave Shadow Box, the Batwing, the infinite number of Batmobiles. And I just don't see any reason why this one won't follow a similar trajectory. So they were my must buys. Now let's talk deals, because not all retiring sets get big discounts, but some do, especially around Black Friday and Lego Insiders weekend. And these sets are the ones that I'd expect to get a big discount either with Lego or somewhere else. Starting with the Star Wars Razor Crest UCS set. It's the monster Mandalorian ship with over 6,000 pieces, and it has already been marked down at places like John Lewis and the Disney Store in the UK, and we're talking over £100 off, and I expect we'll see similar deals closer to the big day. It's a huge, highly detailed UCS set that might never be this affordable again, and if you are a Star Wars fan and you've got the shelf space, it probably is one to pounce on. I don't anticipate it selling out by 3 minutes past midnight on Insider's Day like the big mechanical camel did last year, but Trekkie's gonna Trekkie, and I still expect this one to sell out before its official retirement date at the end of the year. The Infinity Gauntlet tends to float around with a 20 to 30% discount already, and obviously is on the retiring list. That's why it's in the video. So if you want Thanos' glove as your desk accessory, now is your chance. Although it is currently out of stock on lego.com, Disney Store and Smith's. So you might have to hunt around for it. Maybe it was on sale too low for too long and it's gone now, potentially. The Hocus Pocus Cottage has already been on sale at some retailers, including lego.com, where it is now sold out. And I suspect any remaining stock with other retailers will go on sale for Black Friday. If spooky season is your vibe, don't miss out on this one. It is very cool. And one day I will steal Anna's one off of her shelf and put it in the Lego City. Then we've got the Technic Lamborghini Cyan. I've probably said it wrong. I don't know about cars. But this bright green beast is on its last lap. It's been on shelves for 5 years now and obviously is finally retiring. We're already seeing discounts on it at Amazon, Smith's, Asda, and Black Friday is probably your last chance to pick it up below retail price. Likewise with the Land Rover Classic Defender 90. This is a Technic Icons hybrid. It's sleek, sturdy, and perfect for car enthusiasts. It did fly a bit under the radar, I think, when it came out, but it is packed with customization and detail. And if you've been eyeing it, Black Friday is likely to be your best last chance to pick this one up. And then there's the Orient Express train. It's classy, it's elegant, and is a must-have for train fans like this guy. This LEGO Ideas set looks incredible on display and has a very limited window left. And if you are a collector of LEGO trains or just appreciate the really cool vintage style, it is a bit of a gem. Deals on it are likely to be slim. Believe me, I've been waiting for a deal for over a year. But just like everything else, the stock levels aren't likely to last. I ended up panicking and bought it on the last Double Points event because I just couldn't risk waiting for a discount any longer and having it sell out. So if you are still waiting, regardless of a discount or not on Insider's Day, I would make your move then. And then we have Ninjago City Markets. This is the biggest Ninjago set ever and a spiritual cousin to those lovely modular buildings that I'm always going on about. And if you like Ninjago City or City Gardens, it's the perfect complement to those. My hope is we see a nice juicy Insiders Weekend discount on this one like we did last year with City Gardens, but even if we don't, it's the last remaining set on my personal retiring LEGO shopping list, so I'm picking it up that weekend regardless. The Motorized Lighthouse is a beautiful LEGO Ideas set with our working light and rotating beacon, and I do love a moving part in a LEGO set. It's unique, it's a great display piece, it looks cool in our LEGO City. And if it does go on sale, even better. But similar to the modulars, this one is a John Lewis exclusive and their sale could well have already been and gone. So double points with a gift with purchase might be your best bet for this one. This version of the Disney Castle was the 100th anniversary edition and is headed for retirement now. The 100th anniversary has been and gone. If you missed out on the original Disney Castle, this was always your second chance to pick that up. And now your second chance is coming to a close. Expect it to get snapped up quick once word spreads amongst all the Disney adults who might not be fully up to date with all of the LEGO news. And I can pick on Disney adults because I am one, so I'm allowed to. It's fair game because they are me. But I think this one has a very good chance of price rise once everyone does realize it's retired, because unlike last time, it's not being immediately replaced with a new version. So people are always going to want a Lego Disney Castle, and for the time being, this will be that, unless I guess they get the smaller Beauty and the Beast one, but it's just not the same. And then we've got the Hogwarts Icon set, the one with the wand, the glasses, the potions, the big head wig. It is a great collector's piece, and it's another one that's already sold out on lego.com. You might be able to find it elsewhere, but probably not on a discount, and I just don't see it making it to Christmas in stock anywhere, which is mad because I always held off on it because it was too expensive, and I may now have missed my chance. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage is one of the most charming Disney sets we've seen in a long time. It's detailed, colourful, and features all seven dwarfs plus Snow White herself. It's great for display, it's great for play, it fits nice on a shelf or in a Lego City, and it's on its way, so grab it if you see it on any kind of deal. And then the Viking Village, a fan-designed ideas set with serious AFOL appeal. If you're into Norse mythology, medieval builds, or just want something unique, this one, I'm certain, is going to be a sleeper hit. It's another one that LEGO themselves have already reduced earlier in the year, so if they do have some left by the time Insiders Weekend comes around, I wouldn't be surprised to see it reduced with LEGO again, and then give it a year, and I am sure this is going to be one of those sets where people are kicking themselves for missing out on it in the comments to all my LEGO convention videos. It's going to be like that medieval blacksmith. I'm sure of it. Now, I made a video yesterday talking about all the key dates for Black Friday and the other sales, and we are going to have a detailed shopping strategy video coming out sometime next week, but I do have a few closing quick tips for you in this video. So the key things you need to know, Insiders Weekend is happening the weekend before Black Friday, and that means double points, potentially early access to some discounted Black Friday prices, some very cool gifts with purchase. So if you've got your eye on a LEGO store exclusive, that weekend is probably going to be your time. Don't be waiting for Black Friday. And then Black Friday proper often has flash deals, especially at retailers like Amazon, Very, and Zavvi. So if you see something drop on Black Friday, don't hang around, grab it there and then. The deal might not exist for very long. And it's also worth considering as well, if you want a set more than you want a discount, there's no reason why you shouldn't buy it early. A few quid saved isn't worth the heartbreak of seeing it sold out. And as you've seen from this video, there are more and more sets already showing as sold out. So I would be making a move like I did with the Orient Express. If it's something you really, really, really want, is it worth saving 20 quid to get it? Or paying an extra 100 quid to get it next year? And of course, if you do decide to grab any of these sets, using my Lego affiliate link in the description below is a massive help to the channel. No pressure, but it does help keep the lights on and keep our little backlog growing. So we've always got something to make videos and streams about. And that's it for today's Black Friday retiring sets preview. Let me know down in the comments what sets you're eyeing, what you've already picked up, or which ones you're already mourning the loss of. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and keep an eye out for more deal roundups and Lego news as we roll into Black Friday, Christmas, madness, shenanigans. Thanks for watching, folks. Toodle pip.